So, I recorded an entire Tumblr accent challenge, and then I realized that my microphone was a different microphone, and it didn't pick up any of the audio. And so, I'm making a new one. Okay. My name is Sydney. My username is a scapegoat with an E at the end. I'm from DeLand, Florida, but I'm originally from like Ypsilanti, Ann Arbor, Michigan. Okay, pronounce the following words: aunt, roof, root, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, pajamas, cot, naturally, aluminum, gif, even though I know that's not how you actually, like, technically are supposed to say it, but I don't know, I'm used to saying gif, that makes sense to me. Tumblr, crackerjack, doorknob, envelope, and Jeepoy gapoy. I don't say that out loud, so I have this weird way that I say it in my head that isn't really necessarily able to be translated into speech. I don't know. Okay, what is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? It's called TPing someone's house. But I didn't know that. Do like people actually like do that? Is that like confined? I feel like it's confined to 90s teen movie world. I don't know. What is a bubbly carbonated drink called? Soda. I call it soda, but when I was little, I called it pop because my mom calls it pop. What do you call gym shoes? I call them sneakers. Do you call? What do I call my grandparents? I call my grandmother Mimi. I called my grandfather Poppy. I called, and then the other two, I didn't know. What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? I call it a shopping cart. But a funny story, I'm really, really bad at pushing shopping carts, and my mom makes fun of me all the time. And we have this running joke where she's like, "You're not gonna be able to go out on a date before you can until you can push a shopping cart," and we always joke about that, and I'm like, there are other things that have to happen in order for me to go out on a date, like someone asking me out on a date. Okay, what is the thing you change the TV with? A remote. I call it that. A remote. Choose a book and read a passage from it. Oh, okay, so the first take I just ran and got a random book. It's called Leadership and Self-Deception, and like my mom works in the field of college leadership and diversity type stuff, and so she kept telling me to like read this, and I was like, yeah, mom, of course, totally, but I never did. So now this is like the universe's way of telling me to just do what my mom says and like get over myself. Okay. Okay. Based on this discussion, I think we should add a few summary elements to your diagram, Bud, Kate said as she got up and walked toward the board. Sure, go ahead, he said, taking a seat. First, she drew a box around the description of Bud's experience after he betrayed himself. Then, to the side, she wrote, "When I betray myself, I enter the box. I become self-deceived. Now," she said, turning to me, "I want to pull together and summarize from Bud's story 4 key characteristics of self-betrayal. And as I do it, I'm going to list them right here on this diagram. First of all," she said, "remember how after Bud betrayed himself, he made Nancy worse than she was?" "Yeah," I nodded. "He inflated her faults." "Exactly." Kate added, "Inflate others' faults to the diagram." And what about Bud's own faults?" she said. "Did he see them straightforwardly after he betrayed himself?" "No," I answered. "He sort of ignored his own faults and just focused on Nancy's." It's about, like, personal, like, development and, like, deceiving yourself, like, as a person. I don't know. Be wizard or vampire? Okay, wizard. See, I had to think about this for a second, but then after I got my answer, I was like, how is that even a question? Okay, wizards, you do, like, spells, and you can do anything with them, pretty much. Like, anything. And you can, like, levitate things, and you can, like, become invisible. And it's like, what do vampires do? They're like, pale and bite people. Okay, bye. Do I know anyone on Tumblr from, in real life? I know, yeah, like, I have friends in real life that have given me their URLs. I mean, I guess that's, like, the first law that you're not supposed to break, but they're people that are kindred spirits, not people that just reblog like Starbucks and quotes, relatable quotes. I don't know, like, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, because like we've all been that kind of blogger, but it's like people that get my sense of humor and like don't unfollow me, and yeah, um, but also like I met like someone, my friend Sierra messaged me because we had a mutual friend, and that was really coincidental and funny. Um, Cheyenne and Sierra, both of them, and end audio post by saying any three words you want. Okay, lorem ipsum dolor. That's like the standard Latin, like filler text. Um, yeah, it's on the side of a Chipotle bag for some reason, and I've been looking up like right here because that's where my face is, like on the screen, but the camera's right there. I could have been looking at the camera the whole time. I'm sorry. But that is my Tumblr accent challenge. It's taken me several years to actually get around to doing this, so